Yes, so good evening, my people. How una day? It's a pleasure to have you on another edition of the Jagbanjatis Show. Thank you for joining me tonight, wherever you are connecting from. Mo kí yín o. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́. As you are coming in, please help me share this show on your platforms. Help me invite somebody to connect as well. Bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ṣe ń wọlé yẹn, ẹ máa dá love bolẹ̀ fún mi o. Smash the love button. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Facebook gan mọ̀ wípé nǹkan kan ń lọ lọ́nà àpàbí. I see you, my wonderful people. Ọmọ ìyá mi ẹ̀bùn, I see you. My brother Toluwalashe. Jesus baby, Justice Alayo. Thanks for connecting this evening. Shoops, mo rí ẹ̀ńbẹ̀ yẹn náà o. Ó tẹ̀ jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. Yéè. Mojúbà àgbàlagbà, mojúbà ọmọdé o, mojúbà ọkùnrin, mojúbà obìnrin. Mojúbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin ládéládé, mojúbà ẹ̀yin ìjòyè. Pàápàá jùlọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe mi. Mojúbà Ìdùmarè. Ọba mi tó ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ọjọ́ lọ́wọ́, òjì kùtùkùtù fàṣọlá bora ọba mi jìnwìnjìnwìn ilẹ̀. Òun la gbọ́n rí kọjá ọgbọ́n, ìbà ẹni náà tí kìí bẹ́nikẹ́ni ṣàpápín ògo ọ̀ní àgbà tó ní gbogbo ilẹ̀kílẹ̀. Ojúbà orí mi náà, orí owó, orí ọlá, orí oyè, orí òkìkí, orí tó ń tì mí lẹ́yìn tó ń jà fún mi nígbà gbogbo. Ẹ jẹ́ ó yẹ mí kalẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí. Yes, don't forget to share the show. Share the show. This is a show that is worth sharing. It's a show you should be proud of. So you should be proud of sharing this show and letting other people know that, something worthy of your time like this is going on. This show is brought to you live by Yeti's Kitchen. And in a short while, we will be going into the commercial room where Yeti's Kitchen is waiting for us. When we return, we will go straight into the show. Alẹ́ to my letike, mo ń padà bọ̀. Engineer bá ń gbé sókè.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, so thank you very much. Thank you for hanging in there. And thanks for connecting tonight. Right. That was Yeti's Kitchen, the sponsor of the show. They're situated in the city of Manchester, but they deliver UK-wide. So contact them for all your food supplies, food needs. They will do you well. àwọn ń ṣe yàtì, àwọn ló ní àwọn wà lẹ́yìn mi, èmi tí mò ń sọ bòtò. The book put together by Chef Yeti is also very much on sale. African Vegan. This is a book that contains healthy recipes that you can, follow and prepare by yourselves at home. It will help improve your diet. Right, so let's go straight into tonight's show without wasting much of your time. And our discussion tonight is what I titled Clutter and Decluttering. Clutter and decluttering. They are two, separate things, even though they are somehow related. You can say, yes, they are opposite of, or they are opposites. Yes, let me put it that way. They are opposites. So clutter and decluttering. So one is a problem, the other one is a solution. But before you can go into, providing a solution, you must first understand what the problem is. So we will delve into clutter, and we will look at what clutter means. We will look at areas where this can, exist. We would also look at maybe the causes, the effect of clutter, before we move to decluttering, what it means and its benefits, how it can be achieved. Right. So let's get straight on to the show. Mokinyo, Iyami Atinuke Okwade, my fellow doctor. Thank you for connecting again tonight. And anyone who are just joining, I can't see many of you, except people leave a comment. And but if anything pops up and I see someone, I will shout you out. So, but for now, let's get into it. I believe this word is not even strange to many of us on the show tonight, but we'll be looking at it together in depth. So, in short, what is clutter? Without being ambiguous, without using big grammar or whatever thing like that, clutter simply means untidy mess. Untidy mess. That is what clutter means. No long thing. Clutter simply means mess, untidiness, right? And before you go into maybe a space and say this space is untidy, you must know that what made that place untidy or messy didn't just appear overnight. It's a series of processes of little mess, little untidiness that aggregates into that huge mess that you see. And let me say at this point that this does not exclude any gender, male, female, even children. This topic too is ideal for them. So everyone at one point or the other will experience this or are experiencing it. So clutter simply means untidy mess. So clutter, in essence, don't just appear overnight. Àwọn ìdọ̀tí díẹ̀díẹ̀, àwọn issue díẹ̀díẹ̀, paper ń bí lẹ́nìí, tissue ń bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́la, kíní kan be like that. Dumping things where they shouldn't be is what comes together to become that untidy mess, and is what we refer to as a cluttered room, or a cluttered space, or a cluttered life, or a cluttered existence. So this brings me to the next subheading, which I want us to look at, which is areas where clutter can exist. I know the one many people are familiar with is maybe their space, their house, or their room, but that is not the only place where you can experience cluttering. That is not the only place where clutter exists. So there are few other areas where clutter exists. So one of them is in the home. Another one is personal life. When I say personal life, one's mind can be cluttered. One's life itself can be cluttered. Also, we have relationships that are experiencing cluttering. Also, your business or work can suffer from clutter. So these are the major areas where one can experience cluttering, and I'll be taking them one by one and just highlighting areas where this exists. So let's start from the home. There are cluttered homes where you walk into and everything is just all over the place. From the moment you walk into the door, you see everywhere upside down. You see things where they're not supposed to be. Eraṣọ lórí railings. Ẹ̀rí bàtà bí tí ó yẹ kí bàtà wà. Things are just everywhere. Visually, you know that àwọn gbogbo bí ìṣe wá rí jàgàjàgà bí eléyìí báyìí. Báwo ló ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀? Kò kàn appear. It starts from untidiness. Just dropping things where you like, just not cleaning up after yourself, and just letting things be and slide, not getting rid of things, just piling up junks and stuff like that. So over time, you will have your space cluttered up. Àkàn máa rí pé àyè yẹn kàn kéré sí, ó kàn kéré sí ni. And before you know it, it spirals out of control. Ilé á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa rùn. Ìwọ gan ò ní lálàáfíà. O lè rìn síbí, o lè rìn sọ́hùn. Àwọn ilé mi bíi junkyard ni, scrapyard. Because it's just filled with all kind of stuff things are left wherever they shouldn't be. And ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ojú òṣùnà fún wọn. Wọn ò lè rí nǹkan báyìí pé àkíní ò yẹ kó wà níbí kí wọ́n mú kúrò. Má gbẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀ kọjá ni. So that is one aspect where one can experience cluttering in the home or in your space, living space. Similar to it, one can experience clutter in their place of work, where you allow work to pile up on your desk. Mourinho, my sister Dayo Lori, thanks for connecting tonight. And my Ajia to Moje, Ajia to Ja, Ajia Zainab, thank you for connecting tonight. Oh, my sister Sarah Yusuf, it's been a while. Good to have you again on the show. Ekaleo, Ekujometao, I'm missing you. It's great to have you back. So I move on. You can experience clutter in your place of work or in your work environment when you allow work to pile up on your table, when you don't sort out things as at when you should. Your emails pile up that you struggle to find messages. Gbogbo ẹ ti kún, table ti kún. And when this happens, gbogbo akàn dojúrú. You don't even know what to do first, where to go and things like that. Another place you can experience clutter is in your mind. When you hold on to so many things that you should have let go, when you hold on to the past, when you absorb so much that your mind can carry, when you don't let things out of your mind, you would have a cluttered mind. Your personal life will suffer for it when your mind is cluttered. When you just keep absorbing things, and you don't clarify things, you don't clear out things, then you would have a cluttered mind. So, another place where you can have or you can experience clutter is in one's relationship. Either in marriage, either in business relationship. When I say relationship, anything that has to do with your interaction with other people, it can become cluttered. When issues are not resolved, when issues are left lingering, when people don't speak their mind, then that relationship becomes cluttered. And wherever clutter exists, mess exists, stench exists, unhealthiness exists wherever you find clutter. So, what are the causes of clutter? What are the causes? Number one that I've seen or that I've experienced so far is what I call slothfulness, laziness, oroju. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ń rojú, we experience clutter in every aspect of their life. It ain't ṣe party kan nìkan. Every aspect, they will experience clutter. Like I always say, oroju ló bí gbogbo àrùn pátápátá. Oroju ni grandmother, grandfather gbogbo àrùn pátápátá. You can marry anybody tó ní oríṣiríṣi wà lọ́wọ́ o, but ṣọ́ra fẹ́ni tó bá rojú. You can have business relationship with anyone tó bá fẹ́ o. Ìwàkiwà ló lè wà lọ́wọ́ wọn o, but ṣọ́ra fẹ́ni tó bá rojú. Because òròjú wọn ń dìde láti ṣe nǹkan kan. They always postpone things. Kò tí ẹ kọ́ dìde kí wọ́n mú kúrò níbẹ̀ nísìnyí, wọ́n á ní màá. They are always I will, I want, I should. That's their statement. Nothing gets done. They postpone things. They push things forward. And as you do that, you are cluttering up your life. You are cluttering up your space. You are cluttering up your existence. They are always full of excuses. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I came in late. Oh, I will. Oh, they're always full of excuses. People who are slothful. They never get up and do things. They always push it forward. They always postpone it. And over the weekend, my clean. What makes you do it now? What stops you from doing it now? My reply to Baya. And you leave it at the méjì, at the meta. What you should process now, you leave it at the 10, at the 15. So òròjú, slothfulness, laziness is number one cause of cluttering, or is the number one reason behind clutter. Òde láti ta. Ọmọbi tó ń kó bàtà sí, ó kàn bọ́lẹ̀ síbi kan. Ju báàgì síbẹ̀ yẹn, ju télé sọ̀hún yẹn. Ju aṣọ síbí, ju gbogbo ẹ̀, ó kàn fọ́n gbogbo ẹ̀ káàkiri. Tó bá dọ̀la, wà ló máa kó, ò ní kó. Tó bá dọ̀la, wà tún ṣe the same thing. Ó káṣọ ń ta, ọmọbi tó yẹ káṣọ lọ. Fold everything and put them away. Wà kàn rọjò síbi kan. Pé tó bá ti yá, màmá yanjú ẹ̀. Ó ní yanjú ẹ̀. Wà tún fọ̀ mí. Wà tún dàlù. Before you know it, corner yẹn ti di heap of clothes. Ó ti di mess. Ibẹ̀ yẹn ti wà untidy. Ibẹ̀ yẹn ò ṣe lò mọ́. So, slothfulness. Ẹni tó bá rojú, á yọ̀lẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá rojú, wọn ń tẹ̀síwájú because they are always stagnant. Ojú kan ló máa ń wà. Ẹni tó bá rojú, á rò pé gbogbo ayé kórìíra òun ni. Because tó bá ń bá sọ àwọn kan máa rò pé kí ló dé tán focus lóhùn lórí. Ẹni tó bá rojú, á ṣàìsàn because ẹni ẹ̀ ò ní lè dìde láti ẹ̀ ti ṣe àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe gan, tó yẹ kó fún ara ẹ̀ nílera. So slothfulness, òròjú, òun ló bí gbogbo àrùn yòókù. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ti ní lọ́wọ́, kò sí ni. Gbogbo ibi tó bá wà, wọ́n máa wà cluttered. Gbogbo tó ní ó bá dẹ̀ ti ní clutter, àrùn, á dọ̀tí. Ibẹ̀ ò ní ṣe dúró sí. 2. Another cause of clutter is holding on to stuff that you don't need. Junks. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ò wúlò tó yẹ kó ti get rid of, wàá máa kó jọ. Ẹlòmíì tó bá fẹ́ ti wardrobe báyìí, ó ń láti pe èèyàn kan ni. Ẹni àwa máa bá fọwọ́ ti àwọn aṣọ sínú, òun àwa máa sún wardrobe. A máa fọwọ́ tì sínú, a máa sún wardrobe. A máa fọwọ́ tì sínú, a máa sún wardrobe. Anything you have, a cloth you have, a shoe you have, that for 3 years you don't wear or you don't use, you don't need it. Get rid of it. There's no point holding on to stuff that you don't need. Ó jáde, ó ra nǹkan dé, ó nídìí gbogbo àwọn kìíní ẹ̀ mọ́. Just get rid of them. You don't hold on to stuff that you need or that you don't need. When you do that, your space will be cluttered up. Likewise, your mind. You must always get rid of things that are not supposed to be there. Holding on to the past will clutter up your mind. When your mind is cluttered up, it affects your personal life. Junks and stuff like that should be getting rid of constantly. Ó ra nǹkan, wọ́n deliver bọ́ọ̀sì, ó ti mú nǹkan tó fẹ́ nínú ẹ̀ tán. There's no point holding on to the box. You don't need it. You shouldn't have attached sentimental value to everything. Likewise, stop buying things that you don't need. Má jẹ́ kí sales ranjú mọ́ ẹ, má jẹ́ kí offer ranjú mọ́ ẹ, má jẹ́ kí lágbájá ní eléyìí mi náà láti ní kó ranjú mọ́ ẹ. Only buy things that you need and that you will use. Everything else, don't bring them to your space. Likewise, you want to keep friends, attract only friends that are useful to your circle. Don't clutter up your space with people that are not useful to you. You must be very, very particular or selective in things that you keep in your space. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ò wúlò tó ń kó kọ́ra tó ń ṣe everything, that's why your space is cluttered up. Gbogbo àwọn kan tó gbé sọ́kàn tó yẹ kó ti eject kúrò lọ́kàn, that's why your mind is cluttered up. And the spillover is what you experience in your life. I don't know, but I wọ́n fi ṣe wá ní party ibi táwa ti wà ní. Even if you go to Heathrow, tẹ́ bá rárá èèyàn tó bá ń travel, tẹ́ bá rí tán bá ṣe di ẹrù. Half of those things, they don't need them. They don't need them. Many people don't know how to travel light. You're going for 2 weeks trip. On kó báàgì mẹ́ta, báàgì mẹ́rin. On some excess luggage. You must learn how to live a minimalistic life. Pick only things you need. When you're doing shopping, you must learn how to buy things that is multi-useful. So when you buy a shoe that suits your office life and suits maybe your casual smart dressing as well. So rather than having 3, you can have 1. And that one, make sure that one is quality. When you are used to buying cheap things, you will have a cluttered space or closet or environment. Because they are cheap. Wàá kàn máa rà náà ni, wàá máa kó jọ. But when you buy good quality, expensive stuff, they last longer and you won't have too many of them. With that, you'll be able to have only things that you need. Ẹlòmíì tó bá ń ṣe sales báyìí, ẹni tó ń lo 36F, but tó ti gbọ́ sales báyìí tó bá wọ ọbẹ̀ báyìí, á lọ máa kó 42 DDD wálé ni. You don't need them. You don't need it. Whether they are cheap or they are on offer or whatever thing like that, if you don't need it, you don't need it. Don't buy them. And the ones you have already that you know you are not using, and they are cluttering up your space such that you don't even have places to keep things and you keep buying more, get rid of them. Make a rule for yourself such that if you are bringing something new into the house, one old thing is leaving. With that, you can balance things up. A cluttered space does not give you, a good living. So let go of things. Má wá wọ́n mọ́ nǹkan, má máa wò pé á sì wúlò. Many of us do it. Tó bá mú nǹkan dára pé màá sì lò. Everywhere ti kún, ó dẹ̀ lò wọ́n. So that is another cause of clutter. How clutter builds up. Holding on to stuff that you don't need. Junks. Piling up junks, useless stuff. That's another reason. The third reason that I have is poor organization. And when I say organization, knowing how to prioritize your time, knowing how to prioritize your task, when you can't do this, when you are not organized, when you are not, good in managing things, when you don't know how to prioritize things, then your space, your life, your everything will be cluttered. So for instance, at work, you have a task. You must approach that task or task list that you are given from the perspective of importance and urgency. You must be able to prioritize. So you look at which one you have to tackle first, which will not affect the workflow. The one you have to give attention, and the one that, even though it's important, it can still wait. You must learn organization. If you lack it, your workspace, your work life will be cluttered. The same thing in the home. You must plan your day. When do I start work? When do I leave the house? When do I return? When I come back into the house, what are the things I need to do? You must plan your time, plan your day. When you put priority to things, when you're organized, your life will not be cluttered. Because you know how you want to get things done. So poor organization, lack of prioritizing skills makes your life cluttered. Make your space cluttered. When you just do things anyhow, when you don't just anyhow, then sometimes you will leave the important things undone. You will lose mind of the urgent things, and you just lose control, because that is what clutter does. It takes control out of you. It reduces your space. It reduces your movement. It tightens you up. That's what it does. So these three reasons, I know that there could still be more. If you have anyone you can add, please drop it in the comment section. Causes of clutter, things that brings about clutter. If there are any other ones outside the ones that I've mentioned, please drop them in the comment section. I will keep an eye on that and I'll bring it up. Also, if you know of any other area that one can experience clutter, apart from the ones I've listed earlier, also drop them in the comment section. I'll keep an eye on that and I'll bring it up if I see anything interesting. Let's get to Yeti's Kitchen. When I return, we will move to what are the effects of clutter. We've talked about clutter, you know the meaning. We've mentioned the areas or aspects of our lives where one can experience clutter. We've also talked about the causes of clutter. We'll go on a short commercial break. And when I return, we will move on to the effect of cluttering. Mo ń padà bọ̀. Ẹ máa show me love bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ máa dá love bolẹ̀ o. Engineer bá ń gbé sókè.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music, and movies. Kò sí oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night, àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, so thank you for waiting on the show. Right, we move on to the next part of the topic, cluttering. We're moving on to the effect of clutter. Effect of clutter. Number one, clutter drains your energy. Clutter drains you of positive energy. Because the moment you lose control, the moment your space is filled up with junks and things that you can't handle, you become stressed. You become moody. You lose time. Because at the end of the day, something you should find quickly, you can't find it. So the time you are stressing to look for things, the time you are, spending looking out for things, you get stressed up. You become agitated. You lose time. So one major effect of clutter is that it is a drainer. It drains your energy. It drains your positive energy. It drains your time. The time you should spend on something productive. You spend it on either looking for things or arranging things or not being able to, proceed on things and stuff like that. So this is the first thing that clutter does to you. It drains you. Similarly, when you are drained, you become stressed. So clutter stresses you out. And when you are stressed, you pass on this stress also to people around you. Because at the end of the day, when you can't handle your situation anymore, people around you also would be victims of this. And that's why you see some people at work, they are always stressed to the point that their colleagues or their subordinate feeds off from this stress. Because their own life is cluttered, their workspace is cluttered, their system is cluttered, which raises their stress level. And then everybody. Everybody. So clutter drains you of your positive energy, and in life you need that positive energy. You can't achieve anything in a negative space. You can't proceed in a negative environment. There's nothing you can do in a negative space. You need positive energy. So if cluttering drains you of this positive energy, then it's not something good for you. It's not something good for you. So it drains you of positive energy, drains you of your time. It causes you stress. Another thing is it builds up poor health for you. Because the moment you are always in a negative space, mentally, you're always stressed, then it will spill over into your health. You will struggle in your health. Research has shown that people who live in a cluttered environment, in a cluttered space, suffer from bad health. Research has proved it. People who live in messy homes suffer from bad health. People whose mindset or whose minds are cluttered, have mental health issues. So once you understand this effect, how this can affect you negatively, it will help you to understand the gravity of what we're discussing tonight and do whatever you can to make corrections or adjustments where necessary. So if you know of any other effects, please drop it on the comment section. Ẹ̀gbọ́n, ó pẹ́ yín o. Ẹ káalẹ́ o. Good to have you on the show. Ẹ ṣì dé bá nǹkan kan anyway. So ẹ má bá wa ká lọ. Right. So with what I've discussed so far, if there are things that you think I've not mentioned, or things I've left out, or things you don't agree with, or things you want to add, please put them in that comment section, and I'll keep my eye on that. Right. So to recap, for those who are just joining, for Egbon Godwin and my brother Papa Ayodele Onoselu, I'll quickly do a recap of clutter because we'll be moving to decluttering now. So I'll do a recap of clutter quickly for those who are just coming in. So back to the beginning, I said clutter means untidy mess. So, and areas of our life where we can experience clutter. You can experience clutter in your home or living space. You can experience clutter in your business or work environment, or your business life or your work life. You can experience clutter in your relationship, whether love relationship or business relationship. You can experience clutter in your personal life. In your mind, you can experience clutter. And I also mentioned causes of clutter. What brings about clutter? I mentioned slothfulness, laziness, or oroju. I mentioned holding on to things that you don't need. Not willing to let go of things. Not getting rid of things that are not useful to you. It brings clutter to your space. Holding on to past brings clutter to your mind. So also I mentioned poor organization. When you don't prioritize things, when you are just all over the place, when you don't plan yourself, plan your life, you would have a cluttered existence. Not everywhere, in your work, in your home, in your life, in your mind, everywhere you would experience clutter. And then I mentioned effect of clutter. One of it is it drains you of your positive energy. It drains you of your time. Also, I mentioned that it causes stress. It gives you stress. When you have a cluttered space, you will experience stress. You will always be drained, always be tired. And also you would have poor health if you have a cluttered space or existence. You will suffer from poor health. So those are my points so far on part A, which is clutter. Right. So we move now to decluttering, which is part B, decluttering. So as I said at the start of the show, they are opposites. Clutter and decluttering are opposites. So why one suggests building up an untidy mess, the other part is how you can resolve this mess, which is what decluttering means. Because if we identify the problem, we should be able to provide a solution. It's not just talking about what the issue is. We must be able to provide solutions to resolving the issue. Of course, wọ́n lè fi tipa mẹ́ṣin dódò ni, wọn ò lè fi tipa fún ẹṣin lómi mu. So it's just suggestions. Is left to individuals to take them on board or refuse them. So number one thing is in decluttering is that you must cultivate a clean and tidy lifestyle. You must cultivate a clean and tidy lifestyle in every aspect of your life. In every aspect of one's life. you must be determined, or you must be dedicated to cleanliness. Even the good book says cleanliness, or maybe it's a saying, say cleanliness is next to godliness. Ẹ̀ṣọ́ òde nìkan kọ́ ló ṣe pàtàkì. Ẹ̀ṣọ́ inú náà ṣe pàtàkì. Àtẹ̀ṣọ́ àyíká. It's not only sufficient to dress gorgeously and go out. You must be tidy up in your mind, and you must be tidy up in your surroundings. Anywhere you would stay, anywhere you will be, anywhere you find yourself, you must be addicted to tidiness. In your home, in your surroundings, at work, you must be addicted to tidiness. And it starts from you, putting things where things should be, tidying up after yourself, not leaving things to pile up, not saying I will and tó bá yá later. Do them on the spot. Tó bá jẹ́ kékeré ló lè ṣe ìyẹn ti kúrò nú ẹ̀ náà nìyẹn. So that kò ní ká ẹ láyà tó bá yá. When it's too much, that is when you can't handle them. But don't let them even build up. That is the trick. Don't let them build up to the point where you can't even handle them. So, in bits, little by little, one by one, sort things out. Excuse don't cut it. You must dedicate yourself, your life, to this cause. Into bá mọ̀ tó ń ṣe, òun náà ló lè pass on. So, some people have busy lifestyle, busy schedule, and for this reason they say, òun ló jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀rí báyìí. No. There are people you can pay to do this yourself. That's why you have cleaners. So, if your budget can accommodate it, and it's not something you like doing, or you don't have time to do, then pay some people to do it for you. Excuses don't cut it, and living in that untidiness does not make sense. So if you can't clean yourself, you can't tidy up yourself, pay people to do it for you. And if your budget can't accommodate it, then you have to find time to do it yourself. Likewise, in your business or work, that's why some people have personal assistants. People who can help them take certain responsibilities off them. They have secretaries who answers their calls. They have personal assistants who organizes their meetings, their day. They have personal assistants who replies their emails. So with this, their work life doesn't get cluttered up. With this, they are on top of their business. They don't forget appointment, they don't forget meeting, they don't turn up late. Everything is on point because they have hired a personal assistant or a secretary to do this for them. They pay them. If that what is going to cost them not to have a cluttered existence. Because when their work or business life is cluttered up, it shoots up their stress level, and they can't operate at the optimum. They're always behind in things. Their business suffers, decisions suffer, everything just suffers. And oftentimes they break down. They're always sick, always tired, because the workload is too much. So if that is your reality, then you have to shed this onto people who can take this responsibility off you, so that it makes life easier for you. So things you can't do by yourself, and that you've taken so much up, you need to shed them and get people to do for you. That's one. We're talking of decluttering. 2 is to get rid of things. Get rid of things. Get rid of things. Like I said earlier, if you've noticed that, this particular shoe or this particular shirt may work fun so time by you, then you don't need it. Get rid of them. If you have people you can give, and if you are the type that don't believe in giving out your things to people, then, or to people that you know, or whatever thing like that, then give them to charity. Just back them up and give it out. Awúlò fáwọn kan. So free up your space. Àwọn kan mi wà tó jẹ́ pé ó ti ẹ̀ mọ̀ gan pé wọ́n size ẹ mọ́. They are out of size. They don't fit anymore. Or you've grown to a level that you don't dress like that anymore. Then you don't need to keep such things. Change your wardrobe. As you bring something new in, get rid of one old thing. And ensure that your space is always clean. Ensure that your space is always tidy up. Put things in their proper places. Don't hold on to things that you don't need. Similarly, don't buy things that you don't need. Sometimes when they give you something, it's a gift, fine. But you know that you have something similar at home, or you won't use it, don't keep it. You too, do what? Pass it on to somebody else. Keep only things that is useful for you. Keep only things that you need. How do you get your value on things that you buy? It's in their use. That's how you get value for things. Usefulness. If something is not usable, if something won't last you, then don't spend your money on it. Have one solid thing rather than 10 of that thing. So, also understand the space you are working with. And ensure that things that you fit in suit that space. So some people, it is the way they've set up their home, the kind of decoration or interior decor that they've used, that created that clutter. If you can't do this on your own, there are people whose profession is interior decoration. They will come into your space. They understand the use of space, and they will look at your space and say, okay, eléyìí fit in bí báyìí, ẹ má ra àdúró eléyìí báyìí, ẹ má ṣe eléyìí báyìí, and stuff like that. If you have a small space, you don't need chunky big sofas. You need minimalist or minimalistic designed sofas that can fit into that space, and visually they will be beautiful. Not chunky ones that you just squeeze into the whole place and there's no space to move around. You can seek, experts to help you out in things like this. There are smart gadgets, furnitures, and things that they create now, such that one that looks like a bed sofa can also be turned into a sitting sofa, and you can also rearrange it so that you can lie down on it. And the stool can serve as a shelf and a stool or a chair at the same time. If you come across things like this, you can buy them rather than having those things as individual units and they clog up your space. So buy quality. This will help you to reduce the amount of junk that you pile up. So in decluttering, just to recap, I've mentioned cultivating a lifestyle of cleanliness, tidying up after yourself each time. I've mentioned, if you can't do this, you can hire the service of people who can do it and pay them. Since you can't do them, some people will gladly do them for you at a charge. If your work load is too much or your business load is too much, hire assistants who can help you out. You can have them in charge of your emails. You can have them in charge of your telephone. You can have them in charge of your diary. They help you coordinate your day. They help you plan your day. And that reduces your stress level. They are experts in this, so they know when to give you break. They know how to schedule appointments for you such that you are on top of things. Like I said earlier, what clutter does to you is that it takes control out of your hand. And in exchange of this, it introduces stress, introduces negative energy into your space. And when this happens, in no time, you will break down. And, if you don't die, well, Allah should let me alone. And another thing that I need to mention is, if you have too much responsibility that you are shouldering, you need to shed them. You need to re-strategize. You need to look at things again and plan again. So I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I made an illustration of a cluttered mind or a cluttered life by giving an example of a block sink. So you have a sink, as big as the sink looks on the surface. Everything you pour inside that sink is just being funneled through a tiny pipe. So there's so much that can go through it. And that's why there's a drainer on the sink, such that it filters things that can clog up that pipe. So stop pouring junks and stuff that can clog up that tiny pipe into it. And those junks and stuff that I mean are responsibilities that you absorb. ẹni tí ò take care life títí ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ wà mẹ́sì á dàlú títí ẹ̀ náà. You take it up, you are increasing your stress level. You are blocking up your own pipe. So tó bá ti dí, then you see that omi ò ní flow mọ́. Tómi ò bá ti flow mọ́ nínú ibẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ rí pé òórùn á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gba gbogbo inú ilé kan. There's nothing you can do there anymore. It's blocked. And that's the life some people live. Their minds are clogged. They can't absorb any new thing. They can't absorb any new stuff. So they need to decongest that mind. They need to declutter the mind. They need to get rid of things that are weighing them down so that they can feel refreshed, so that they can feel renewed. And the earlier you do this, the better, because once it starts affecting your life, your health, and you are going down. Also, cultivate that habit of being hardworking. Stop procrastinating things. Adia, yes, you mentioned here procrastination. Yes. What you can do now, don't push it forward till tomorrow. Do it now. Because tomorrow's issue will come. When tomorrow's issue comes, a tún bá ti tòní ńlẹ̀, a bá ti tàná ńlẹ̀. Ó di méjì. Tọ̀túnla náà máa dé, a bá ti jẹta àti tàná. Gradually, you're losing control. So what you can do now, don't push it forward. Do it now. If you can't do everything, do the bit you can do. Make maximum use of your time. Stop being idle. Do something. Like there's a saying that don't stop because you are tired. Stop when you finish. That is the mindset you should have. Don't just sit doing nothing when you have things around you that you can do. Do the little you can do. Ìyẹn kúrò ńbẹ̀ nìyẹn. Dedicate your time and say, okay, this email or my table, my desk, I need to clear it. And have a go at it. You don't do it, it will be there. And new ones will keep piling up on it. So it requires dedication, serious one. It requires a change of mindset. It's for your own benefit. It is not for anybody's benefit. Because you cause yourself stress. And when you cause yourself stress, it spills over to people around you. And that is why it is important that you check this out. Check it out. The power is in your hands. You've got the time. You just need to pump yourself up. You just need to be more, get up and go, rather than just being laid back. Get up and go do it. Get it done. Get it done. Don't let things pile up. Don't let things slip out of your control. Set it for yourself that, I need to get this done. I need to do this now, not later. Otherwise, when you have that habit of being laid back, of being slothful, it It permeates into every aspect of your life. There is no aspect of your life that you can handle. This is what happens. So let me get to the commercial room where Yeti's Kitchen is waiting. When I return, I'll be rounding up with the benefit of decluttering. What are the benefits of decluttering? Clutter don't have any benefit. It's a negative lifestyle. But decluttering is positive. So when I return, we will look at the benefits of decluttering.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí irú oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, so thank you everyone for staying on the show. We're almost there. And now let's move to the benefit of decluttering. The number one thing that you benefit from living in a clutter-free space or clutter-free space is that you have a sound health. You have good health. You have positive energy because visually everything around you is tidy, everywhere is clean up. You're on top of your business. You know, your mind is clear. Your mind is clear. Your life is pleasant. So you will have good health. Many people today are just wọ́n kàn kó oògùn jẹ. Eléyìí ṣe mí lénìí, tọ̀hún ṣe mí lọ́la and things like that. When, as a matter of fact, what they need is just to change their lifestyle. Like I do say, we don't fall sick, we do sickness. And we do sickness by, number one, the way we live. We do sickness, number two, by what we eat. And we do sickness, number three, by the way we think. That's how we do sickness. The way we have been created or wired up, if anything is wrong with our system, our body has the ability to heal itself. Yeah, when we take drugs and all those things, it only accelerates the process. And the drugs will only work if it recognizes that or identifies that ailment in our body. Some people don't actually require to take any drug for what is wrong with them. They only need a change of lifestyle, a change of mindset in their thinking, and a change in their diet. When they can fix those three things up, they will have their health back. Nothing is actually wrong with them other than those three aspects. Our body has been designed. We have antibodies that fight against infections and other things that we can have. And our bodies also repairs themselves. Tissues break down and repair themselves into new ones and stuff like that. But before that can happen, you must be healthy. If you're not healthy, your bodies can't even function at the level at which they should function. So if you can declutter and free yourself of stress, you've done yourself one of the best favors in life. When you can declutter your space, it helps improve your mental health. It helps improve your thinking ability. You can think straight. Ideas can flow. You have clarity. Your mind is sharp. You can accomplish whatever you set your mind on because nothing is weighing you down. You're not distracted. You're focused. This is what decluttering does for you. When you don't have unnecessary things entangling you, whether friends, whether items, whether work, things that are not necessary, things that has no benefit to you, you don't keep them, you don't hold on to them, you don't have nothing to do with them. When you live like that, you will live in great health. When you live like that, you will be on top in your life. That is the major benefit of decluttering. If you have any contribution, you have anything you want to add or remove, please drop it in the comment section and I can pick them up. For some reason, I think the comments are coming up quite late, or people are not commenting. Either of the two. Either the comments are taking time to load up, or people are not commenting. So yes, I think that is all I have for you tonight on this discussion. Pẹ̀tẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀ ta nà ní pọ̀pá ni, ẹni bá tàbà kò tún bẹ̀ ṣe. This topic does not exclude anyone. And the purpose of this show is to make us better human beings, to make us live more purposeful life, to help us achieve our maximum potentials. And that is the purpose of this show. To call our attention to things that, we're not taking note of. To remind us of things that we've forgotten. Or to encourage us especially when we want to feel, you can't go anymore. We will, give you that push on this show. So, Odayewane, Mudayewane. The way you live your life is what you get. You want the best, give yourself the best. Nobody will give you the best. You have to give yourself the best. Give yourself the best of life. Give yourself the best quality of living. The power is in your hands. The ball is in your court. You have all the resources. It's up to you what you do with them. But if you take some of these things we say here on board and put them into use, it's for your own benefit. It's for your own good. You progress in life and you will see changes, positive changes in your life. We started in February, I think, and we've covered so much ground. We've covered so much ground. We've touched on so many topics. Many of them are not convenient. Many of them are difficult to discuss, but we just have to discuss them. In as much as the purpose and the focus is to ensure that we become better. Once that is achieved, I've done my job. What many of you don't realize on this show is that some of the things I come here to say as well, I'm also making use of them in my own personal life. Because they call my attention to things as well. This is a platform for learning and learning. There's so many things I've learned myself. Because before I can discuss them, I have to first of all settle them in my mind as well. I have to understand them. I have to agree with them. So it's a double-edged sword. As it's piercing you, it's piercing me as well. I'm also gaining. I'm gaining. And I know as many people on this show too are gaining. So, Atitu Soile, no? And I hope that one or two people will see sense in what we've discussed tonight. And you can take something away from here tonight to apply to your life to get better. Thank you, my sister, Sarah Yusuf. Yes, sometimes we get attached to certain things and don't want to part with it, even when you know it's no longer useful. Yes, we all do it. And that's why I said it's a conscious effort. You must come to that realization that no, okay, they go. Wọ́n ní tèmi òun ló mú kẹ́rù wèrè pọ̀. Tẹ́ bá rí wèrè gbogbo tó bá lọ ló mú nǹkan, gbogbo tó bá lọ ló mú nǹkan, ló fi ń di ẹrù kiri. Tẹ́ bá rí wọn, kì í ṣe pé gbogbo nǹkan tó di yẹn ó nídìí ẹ̀. So we must get to that point or that stage where we will look at things in the eye and say, you know what, kíní yóò wúlò fún mi, mo drop it. Even friendship. Not everybody that hangs around you are useful to you. You must be able to look at people around you and their usefulness and decide, who stays and who leaves. Ó nìyẹn sìn, ẹ wo Arsenal, pàǹtí la kó jọ, pàǹtí for years bá ṣe ń kó wọn jọ nìyẹn lọ́dọọdún. We can't let them go. Wọn ò dẹ̀ wúlò. And Arsenal is a club such that if it doesn't sell, it can't buy. Ní sugar daddy tó ń fún wa lówó. So gbogbo àwọn tó kúnnú club yẹn pàǹtí ni wọ́n, they are junks on high salary. So you want to get rid of them, gbogbo club ò fẹ́ wọn. And these players, rather than go somewhere and be earning less salary, they prefer to just sit down there. Because two things must happen before a player can be sold. They must agree transfer fee, that is between clubs, and they must agree personal terms, that is between player and the destination club. So if two clubs agree that yes, we will sell him for 25, you know what? If the player get there and say, my salary, I'm earning 150 where I'm coming from, I want 150 now, or 170. If that one says no, we can't pay 150 or 75 for me, the player will say, I'm not signing. And you can't force the player to go. So the player comes back to where he is. That's why we have junks in that club. The place is cluttered up, is stinking, is a mess. And that's why I said about clutter. It stagnates you. You don't move, you don't progress. It's an eyesore. You can't achieve nothing. Wọ́n ní kéyìn kún ẹnu kọ́ ni nǹkan tó ṣàǹfààní, tó bá jẹ́ méjì ni kó lè jẹgungun. Tíìmù tó nà wá lálẹ́ ìsìn, a newly promoted club, wọ́n dán ọgbà premiership rí, wọ́n fìyà jẹ wá. That is what clutter does to you. And the stress passes on to everybody concerned. So when you can't handle the clutter of your life, you spread that stress to people around you. Orí èyí ó mu, orí tọ̀hún ó mu, òun ló ń jẹ́ kẹ́rù wèrè pọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àjíá mi. You don't need everything. You only take what you need and go with it. Physical, emotional, and spiritual cleanliness is crucial for all of us. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀gbọ́n, I 100% agree with you. Wọ́n ní ìmọ́tótó òun ló borí gbogbo àrùn mọ́lẹ̀. Ìmọ́tótó borí gbogbo àrùn mọ́lẹ̀. Physical, emotional, spiritual cleanliness. A máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn, múra dáadáa, ọ̀run dáadáa. A máa rùn kiri bí evil spirit. Ìwọ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, tó ń pọ́nra ẹ lójú, tó ń lọ́bọ̀, tó ń ṣe bọ́n kan bẹ́ẹ̀, tọ́jú ara ẹ. Buy good things for yourself. Not cheap. Torí ara ẹ ló ń ṣe fún. Inú ara ẹ náà dẹ̀ dùn wípé ò ń tọ́jú ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, wọ́n ti kọ́ níyìn o. Tó bá jẹ́ gàgà méjì kó ṣáà ti lè gé ẹran ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ajé àmì, ẹ ṣeun gan. Thank you for helping me with that way. So quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Ibikíbi tó bá wà, jẹ́ kójú ṣọnà fún ẹ. Is a form of self-respect that àyíká ẹ mọ́. It's a form of self-respect. It shows that you respect yourself, you honor yourself. So thank you for all those wonderful contributions. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ronú sí o. Yes, ẹ̀gbọ́n, friends can clutter your space as well. That's why, you don't need massive circle. You need to keep your space clutter-free, clean, tidy. Kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ní kéèyàn bá rìn, kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ní kéèyàn mú lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́. If somebody is not useful to you, if they don't add to your life, why hang around them? Hang around only those who contribute to your life. Declutter your circle. Remove people who are always causing you stress. Friends who are always gossiping and spreading lies and rumors about you, and stuff like that. You don't need them. Block them off, cut them off. Kó lè nísinmi ni. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé leech ni wọ́n kàn jẹ lára ẹ torí pé nǹkan tó lè jẹ lára ẹ ló ṣe wà lára ẹ, jẹ́ kó kàn drain ẹ. Remove them. Kó lè nísinmi ni. You don't need them around you. Don't watch what people will say. Don't care how people will feel and stuff. Your own health is paramount to you. Your own health is paramount to you. Take your life as a priority. Only leave things that add value to you in your space. Only open up yourself to things that gives you value and progress. Every other thing, remove them. Don't hold on to them. Free your mind, free your space. Live in a clean and tidy environment. Don't be slothful, don't be lazy. Be up and doing, be on top of things, and watch your life as it will glow. Ògo ẹ̀ á máa kán tó báyìí ni. Tí táyé á máa glow, tí wàá máa shine. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe máa rí nìyẹn. Oníyan ṣe ọlọ́kà ṣe o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mi fìfẹ́ jẹ́ náà, mo kí yín o. A máa fèyí ṣe lọ́nà. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá sọ ń pàtó ní padà wáhùn là ní dé bá o. Ojú yín ò ní rí bí o. Etí yín ò ní gbọ́ bí. Èrè ọ̀nà yìí yálé alákàn mú mi o. Ibi ò ní yálé yín o. Àlàáfíà àti ìrọ̀rùn lẹ́ máa fi lólé ayé o. Thank you for joining me tonight. And special thanks to all those who shared this show on their platforms. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you for my regulars, people who are always here to support me. Thank you very much. And massive thanks to Yeti's Kitchen. Tán wà gbágbágbá lẹ́yìn ètò yìí. Iléeṣẹ́ wọn ò ní jóná o. Àtàjèrè ni wọ́n máa tà o. Wọn ò ní dáràn. Wọn ò ní rọ́ràn o. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. Ó dàárọ̀.